What are we gonna do tonight, OCG?
Well, the same thing we try to do every night, Bertram. Take over YouTube.
Please note, OCG is a fictional character. Any resemblance to persons alive, dead, or undead is purely coincidental.
Shut up, Bertram.
Okay, shutting up.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, joined once again by my faithful manservant / fucktotem Bertram. Say hello, Bertram.
Hello, Bertram.
And this is our live stream for Insert Game Title Here. So let me just begin by saying that this stream was made for children. I mean, not made for children. So, Mum and Dad, if you decide to show this to your children, maybe mute the audio. Now, let's commence with the profanity-strewn livestream that contains references to sex, mutilation, and torture. Ha ha ha! I'm only kidding. There is no torture. Did you know, Bertram, that I met Mega Man myself recently? Yes. I mean, the chap's in his 40s now, has a glass eye, walks with a bit of a limp. So I decided to follow him, see where he went. Luckily for me, he visited the local gentleman's toilets. And when he was urinating in that hole-in-the-wall thing, I thought I would just have a little peek, see what Mega Man is packing. But as it turns out, Bertram, he's not so much a Mega Man. Okay. For the last time, Bertram, you are not a monkey. Therefore, you are not allowed to throw poo at me. Okay? And another...
OCG, I think the toilet's blocked again.
Be quiet, Bertram. Can't you see I'm trying to watch the news here?
Oh, is it interesting? I've never seen the news.
Oh, yes. Very interesting, Bertram. It usually features some of my favorite things, including stories of violence and of sexual misconduct. In fact, instead of me telling you about it, why don't we sit down and watch the news together?
Must we? I was going to go watch an episode of Peppa Pig.
There.
Yes, Bertram, we must. And who knows? We might grow as friends through watching the news together.
Oh, okay. Good evening. This is the news. I am News, the newsman.
Okay, so you're angry.
Tonight's top story. A man has been arrested in Dorset,
Do you really think this is the right time?
suspected of being a Scooby-Doo
supposed to do?
villain.
Leave you there
Brian
dead?
Marston had apparently been trying to scare
wanted
the
you dead.
residents of a
If you
local
dead, you would've
nursing
escaped
home
with no one to
while
stop.
dressed up as a giant penis. Mr. Masterson was only unmasked when one of the residents'
we stand a
grandchildren caught him, in their
There you go.
words, going
need to stick
pee-pee.
together.
When asked to comment on his arrest, Mr. Masterson turned and said, in a very proud
Acted like a
voice,
princess.
that he would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those meddling kids. In other news, a woman has been arrested under suspicion of breastfeeding her husband in the middle of a McDonald's restaurant. When asked to comment on why she was breastfeeding her husband, the woman, who shall be called Anonymous, simply...
How unprofessional, Bertram. I've never seen a newsman laugh at one of his own stories.
Yes, indeed. Apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. It might have sounded like I was laughing at the news story of the woman breastfeeding her husband, but it was, in fact, technical difficulties. So, when the woman was asked to comment on why she was breastfeeding her husband, she simply stated that McDonald's did not have any milk, and her husband is partial to a glass of milk. Now, let's hear about today's weather from the weatherman. Go ahead, weatherman.
Then why are you
Right,
here? and
we
not
can
him?
turn this off now, Bertram.
Don't you want to hear about the weather?
Oh, no, Bertram.
didn't set it
Let's
free.
just do
Well,
what we're
I didn't
supposed
set
to be
him free.
doing and concentrating on this game.
Isn't it amazing that somehow the game has been playing itself while
can't
we
fall
did
down.
this whole comedic skit bit?
Yes, Bertram, remarkable. In fact, I suppose now's as good a time as any, but I've actually employed some help who is actually going to play the video games just whilst we go off on these kind of tangents where we do comical skits and the like.
Oh, you haven't introduced us?
Well, that's because, well, you see, the thing is, Bertram, in order for me to employ this individual, I had to somehow convince them that I was living completely alone.
So you didn't tell them about me?
No, Bertram, sadly not. So, when this new employee of mine, comes over to play the video games, while we go off on our comedic skits, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, I would like for you to go into the closet and close the door. And not make a peep. Not even stick your head out until said employee has left.
Does this employee have a name?
What are you talking about, Bertram? I've already told you their name.
Have you?
Yes, employee.
Oh!
You know, Bertram.
Yes, OCG?
I have absolutely the worst job in the world.
Really, OCG?
Yes, Bertram. Now let me tell you why. I spend all day playing video games. Every single second of every single minute of every single hour of the entire 24-hour day, I spend playing video games. Doesn't that sound like a bloody nightmare?
No, not
Are you all
really.
right?
Well, it is. 'Tis an absolute
We have to find a way out. If we get sealed in here,
unmitigated
we might as well be
nightmare.
dead.
While all of
don't
my
get killed down
beloved
Are you
viewers...
all right to go on?
You mean all 4 of them?
Shut up, Bertram! While all of my beloved viewers
Glad
are
you
out
joined
there working 9 to 5 or 10 to 6 to feed their families or buy a new car or go and see a prostitute or take their mistresses on holiday or buy 1,527 Krispy Kreme donuts, while you, the average person, the commoners, are out working, slaving away in probably some piece of shit office somewhere, or working as a bin man, or in McDonald's, or working in a bank, or
Powers are
working
still
as a teacher in a school, while you're out there slaving away, giving your blood, sweat, and tears. I am here, playing video games. I I know you want to feel sorry for me, but I tell you, don't, dear viewer. Do not give me your sympathy. I don't deserve it. You are out there doing awful work, like working in McDonald's, working in a bank, etc., etc. And I'm here playing video games all day long. And I'm here to tell you that it's an absolute unmitigated nightmare. If you think your job is bad, then I want you to just think of what I do all day long. 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I am playing bloody video games.
Are you being sarcastic, OCG?
No, Bertram, I am not being sarcastic. I'm telling you right here, right now, that I have the worst job in the world. Even people that clean toilets don't have as bad a job as I do. Even nurses who work in nursing homes and clean up after old geriatric people that shit themselves while watching daytime television. I'm telling you that even as bad as that job is, mine is 1,000 times worse. I have the worst job in the world. I sit here all day long playing video games while you're out there earning money for your bloody children and your bloody relatives and saving up to buy a new bloody car or whatever you're doing. I'm here playing video games, sitting on my fat backside in front of my rather large television. Or monitor, if you're a PC gamer. So I'm sitting here in front of my large television. Monitor, if you're a PC gamer, doing absolutely nothing but playing video games, drinking gin, eating as much as I'm content to do so from the relative safety of my home. And you're out there working. And I just want to tell you, dear viewer, that I have the worst I'm sorry. I couldn't keep it going, Bertram. I couldn't hold it in.
I knew you were joking.
Of course I'm joking, Bertram. Worst job in the world. I have the best job in the world. And all you stupid people out there, you all have the worst jobs in the world. You all want to be me. You all want to be in my shoes and do nothing but play video games all day. But you can't, because you all have fucking children and fucking families and mistresses and holidays and all that bollocks. I get to sit here and think only of myself.
Andy.
Yes, and you. I occasionally think about you, mostly how I'm going to throw you out of the window, or how I'm going to poison your dinner, or how I'm going to make your sleeping arrangements even more uncomfortable than they are. But yes, you do occasionally enter my mind, Bertram.
So what have we learned today, OCG?
That you all suck, and I'm the best.
If you say so. Wait a minute. This game doesn't look like Crash Bandicoot.
Well done, Bertram. Have a gold star and a complimentary pat on the head. This is indeed not Crash Bandicoot.
But you promised we could play Crash Bandicoot.
I did no such thing.
Yes you did. Right before you got abducted by aliens, and then sued them for prodding your backside in a very inappropriate way.
Abducted? Aliens? Very? Bertram, could you have been dreaming?
Oh yeah, I was dreaming.
Well, that explains it.
Do you remember when you got cursed by that gypsy woman and your pee-pee fell off? What was her name again? You know, the ugly bitch that cursed you.
Wasn't it your mother?
Yeah, it was. So, are we gonna play Crash Bandicoot now?
In the name of Isaac Newton and his shriveled genitals. We discussed this already. I never said we would play Crash Bandicoot.
Yes you did. Right before you were...
Abducted by aliens. Yes, you dreamt that, Bertram. Remember?
Oh yeah! Is this game scary?
Well, I would say it's more silly than scary.
Oh, well, at least that begins with an S too.
Good job seeing the positive side, Bertram.
In a way, I'm glad it's not scary. I don't really feel up to washing any more of your soiled boxer shorts.
I resent that.
At least tell me.
I
you're all right.
actually wear
right.
Y
Get going.
fronts.
Where's
Damn
Armin?
it. What the
Let's not
hell
find
am I
out.
supposed to be doing in this game?
I went to hell once.
No, you didn't.
Yes I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes I did. No, actually, I didn't.
I thought so.
If you were to make a video game, what would you call it, OCG?
I would call my video game Jesus Christ in Nail Me to the Cross Again and see what you get, motherfucker.
Oh, haha!
Yes, I am bloody hilarious.
Offensive too.
Steady. I once gave Gordon the Goofy Gorilla an enormous wedgie and drew a penis on his head while he was sleeping.
Oh, whatever happened to Gordon the Goofy
I
Gorilla?
thought this guy was.
Well, I believe he was shot by the hunter out of Jumanji.
Oh no!
Don't be too sad, Bertram. He was turned into a
This isn't
wonderful
what you want to
drunk.
do. How many of these
Oh,
are
that's
left?
not any better. Now people can walk all over him.
People were always walking over Gordon, especially that wife of his, Petra, the professional prostitute.
Speaking of professional prostitutes, can we watch Star Wars later?
What the hell does professional prostitutes have to do with Star Wars?
Because, some professional prostitutes like Star Wars?
Ah, you know, I've never been much of a Star Wars fan, but Star Horse, well, that's much more my thing.
Well, that's because you're a pervert.
How have you known that I am the latest in a long line of perverts, Bertram? My father was a pervert. My grandfather was a pervert. My great-great-grandfather was a pervert. My great-great-great-grandfather...
Was a pervert?
No. Surprisingly, he was an artist.
Oh!
Yes. Apparently, he was quite shit. Did you know, Bertram, that I have a black belt in karate? I am a master of ninjutsu. I have studied taekwondo. I have a degree in bitch slapping. but for some bizarre reason, I still punch like this. Oh. Oh.
Elika? Keep doing that!
I'm like a geriatric with constipation. Look again, Bertram. Oh. Ooh. You see what I'm saying? And don't even get me started. Bertram, did you know that somewhere in the world, at this exact moment, there is a woman touching herself and thinking about him? And also, in another corner of the world, Bertram, did you know there is a man currently touching himself and thinking about him?
OCG, didn't you have an affair with a Smurf once?
No. You're getting confused about that time I had an illicit encounter with one of the Care Bears.
Oh!
I do enjoy those old children's shows. Oh, speaking of children, please remember, dear viewer, that this playthrough is most definitely not for children. So, don't let me catch any of you children out there watching this.
What if you
There's the
can't
doorway.
tell they're a child?
Do you mean if a child is wearing a false mustache?
Yes?
I don't know.
We can go on.
Where did the child acquire the false mustache?
They bought it from a man selling false mustaches on the streets.
Ah, well, then provided the child is wearing a false mustache, they can watch this playthrough.
What if they're wearing a false beard?
I'll get back to you on that one.
This has to take us somewhere.
I must say, Bertram, this game is pretty as a picture.
What picture?
Most likely a picture of Ava Green.
With clothes on or off?
Oh, definitely off.
Oh yeah, that is a pretty picture. You don't have a copy of that picture by any chance, do you?
I have 1,246 pictures of Ava Green, and you can't have any of them.
Oh, what would a video game based on us be called?
Let's see what this
Robin Crowley and Bertram Butler. Ass to mouth.
has to take us somewhere.
No, actually, scratch that.
How about Reuben Crowley and Bertram Butler? Guilty as charged.
Ah!
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. That's bollocks, Bertram.
Together!
Well, it's better than ass to mouth.
Nothing is better than ass to mouth. Actually, scratch that.
Oh, I forgot to ask, but how many subscribers do we have now on here?
Not bloody enough.
I told you before, OCG. We need to expand our repertoire. Make videos on more niche subjects.
For the last time, Bertram, I am not making videos of myself showering.
Oh, but it would be hilarious. You have a very, odd body shape.
I'm going to forget you just said that, Bertram. You know, Bertram, I procured this game for free. And I definitely did not shoplift it from my local game. Nope, absolutely not. You know, I haven't seen value for money like that since I got 75% off at my local massage establishment.
Isn't that a brothel?
Yes, Bertram, it is. Why don't you say it a little louder? I don't think my wife quite heard you.
Isn't that a brothel?
I was being sarcastic, you crumbly biscuit.
Oh. So tell me, how did you get 75% off?
Well, my lady of choice had recently been in an unfortunate helicopter accident and was now simply a head on a stick.
Oh.
She had a mouth on her, I can tell you. Ha ha ha.
And not much else, it would seem. Doesn't your wife disagree with this little hobby of yours?
Well, she doesn't know. My first wife found out, so I did the natural thing and plotted to murder her.
And did you succeed? In killing her, I mean?
Sadly, not. The stupid woman managed to flush herself down the toilet before I got the chance to put my plan into action.
How? How does one flush themselves down the toilet?
Well, it's more common than you might think, Bertram. Though usually just with small people. I heard Peter Dinklage had a close call while taking a toilet break on the set of Game of Thrones. Why aren't you laughing, Bertram? What are you doing?
I thought I saw a raisin on the ground, so I ate it.
And?
It was actually one of Bertie's poo-poos.
Remind me again. Who is Bertie?
My mouse.
I hope that's not a euphemism.
I don't know what that is.
Well, it's a... You know what? Never mind. Oh, yes, Bertie. That thing you keep in your pockets.
That thing is called Bertie. It's like Bertram, but it's not.
Thank you for educating me on that, Bertram. Could you and your mouse please pay attention? How are you supposed to laugh at my jokes if you keep getting distracted with raisins?
It was a poo-poo. At least I think it was.
You leave the thinking to me, Bertram. I'm the brains in this operation. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm just off to stick my fingers in a wall socket. I've run out of coffee, and I need a little boost. Ow! That hurts. Ow! That hurts. Ow! That hurts.
You heard him, dear viewer. He's the brains of the operation.
Shut up, Bertram, and telephone me an ambulance. I appear to have electrocuted myself.
What about the stream?
Oh yes. Well, let's finish the stream first.
Is this a horror game?
This is as much a horror game as I am a relatively normal human being who most certainly does not keep his wife in a cage in the basement. Now, most horror games these days have you running away from a wanker in a Halloween costume.
I had to play hide and seek with a wanker last Halloween.
But you played that with me.
Oh.
Wanker indeed. Ha!
Well, at least you're a well-dressed wanker.
Yes, 'tis true. 'Tis true. So, to answer your question, Bertram, This is not a horror game. There is a distinct lack of blood.
Oh, that's a shame. You do love blood.
Yes, quite.
He's dead.
Ever since that chap with the pointy teeth gave me that unattractive love bite on my neck, I've had such a craving for the stuff.
Oh no! You're turning into an umpire!
I think you mean a vampire.
Oh!
And never mention anything related to sports in my presence again. The only thing I hate more than games that don't let you customize your genitals is sports.
You know you can
noted.
fight Harmon.
Before we carry on with the playthrough, here's a message from our sponsor.
We have a sponsor.
We do. I promised Edwin I'd let him say a few words.
Edwin? As in your perverted brother, Edwin? The man who holds the Guinness World Record for the longest sustained erection?
There's no need to
36 years and counting. Yes. So, without much further ado, may I present my brother, Edwin Wagster. Oh, thank you, brother. I'll spank. Oh, I mean, thank you later. So, dear viewer, I'm going to tell you my foolproof strategy to conquering any beat 'em up, I mean beat 'em up game. Are we ready? That's what she said. Ho ho ho. Now, conquer any beat 'em up, I mean beat 'em up game. All you have to do is treat your controller like a beautiful woman. Yes. Hit random buttons and magic will happen.
We should move on.
Now,
We'll only send
if
more
you'll
servants to
excuse
stop
me,
us.
You told me they were
Mustache,
Our
I've got a
created
date
creatures
with a
from the
juggler,
corruption.
and
But he
I
must still
hear
be weak.
he has a
Using
lovely
forms
set
he's
of
familiar with.
balls.
Once he
Ho
can
ho
create
ho!
easily.
Oh
So
my!
those weren't the
Oh
corrupted?
no! Oh
They had no
my! Ha ha! My brother Edwin, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he scares me.
Oh, don't worry,
I
Bertram.
think we need to go
Just,
forward.
never turn your back on him and your rear will be safe.
What?
Oh, nothing. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Bertram. Edwin will be coming to stay with us for a while.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. Something about him being on the run or hiding or some other nonsense. I said he could sleep in your bed, Bertram.
Oh no!
Oh, yes.
Oh no!
Oh, yes.
Oh no!
Oh, that's quite enough of that.
Why does your brother have a different surname than you?
Well, you see, because Edwin took his wife's surname.
What? He's married? Who the hell would marry him?
Well, he's not married in the conventional sense. You see, Edwin was the first man in history to marry his own scrotum.
His scrotum has a name?
Oh, yes. Wilhelmina Wagster. Willie for short.
Oh, I'm sorry I asked now. Oh, I meant to tell you, OCG, but you offended me earlier when you said, something offensive about me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bertram. I'll tell you a joke to make you feel better.
No, there's really no need.
I insist.
Which way
So,
now?
what do you call a Terminator prostitute?
I don't know, OCG. What do you call a Terminator prostitute?
I'll bareback. Ha ha ha!
I don't get it.
You know, instead of I'll be back, it's I'll bareback. You know, because prostitutes often offer bareback, which means you don't need protection.
Protection? Like a gun?
No, you moron, like a cord. You know what? Never mind. 'Twas a very funny joke.
I was watching a documentary this morning, OCG, and apparently the world is ruled over by lizard people. Is that true, OCG?
That's correct, Bertram. That is correct. But, let's just keep the fact that I just said that between us. I can't bear to get locked up in that asylum again.
Oh, yes. You told me horror stories about that place.
Oh, yes, yes. The food was nightmarish.
Didn't you also say you were forced to perform fellatio?
Good Lord, no, no. I befriended a guard called Horatio.
Oh, oops, sorry.
And I wasn't forced to perform fellatio. I did it willingly, in exchange for a bottle of gin.
Oh, you dirty swine.
No, not wine. Gin. Gin. G-I-N. Gin. Not wine. Gin. Nothing like wine. Not red wine. Not white wine. Just gin. Gin. Are you understanding me, Bertram? I am talking about gin. Bertram, you've fallen asleep again, haven't you? Bastard.
Do you like retro-inspired platformer games, OCG? You know, games like Shovel Knight and, Curse of the Moon?
No. And let me tell you why, Bertram. So, here is OCG's guide to why all retro 8-bit platformers are absolute arse. Or bollocks. Whichever you prefer. Number 1. Knockback. Enemies can knock you back and cause your character to fall into an instant death pit or spikes. Knockback can go to hell. Number 2. Bosses with seemingly infinite life bars. You have to beat on these bastards harder than an obsessive-compulsive masturbator. The boss fights can go to hell. Number 3. Opposite to the problem with the boss fights, often our playable character dies in only a few hits, and is often as soft as I am watching the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy.
Oh, that's an erection joke.
You're absolutely right, Bertram. Well done, you. So, playable characters that die in a few hits can go to hell. Number 4. Sequences when you ride a hover bike. Does anyone remember Battletoads? Need I say more? Hover bike sequences can go to hell. Number 5. My wife. Now this has nothing to do with video games. I really hate my wife. My wife can go to hell. Number 6. The stupid 80s Pac-Man level sound effects when you find health or a power pickup.
What sound effects?
You know. Ping. Boing. Pika.
Oh, I understand.
Good. So the bing sound effects can go to hell. Number 7. I don't have a number 7. Number 8. The same as number 7. Number 9. Enemies that fire projectiles at you constantly.
Oh yeah, they annoy me. There was this one time, I was playing Ninja Gaiden, and...
Shut up, Bertram! So, enemies that fire projectiles can go to hell. And finally, number 10. To throw a grenade, you have to press 2 bloody buttons. Usually up on the D-pad and another button. Not only is this annoying, but what if you only had one finger on your hands? You would be fucked. And that's why I hate retro-inspired platformer game, things. Does that answer your question, Bertram?
Yes?
Did you know, Bertram, that I first played this game when I was no taller than Peter Dinklage?
Oh, wow. And how tall are you now?
Can't you
Armin's trying to cut us
tell?
off.
You're looking
Not
at
lit.
me, you idiot.
Maybe there's some sort of temple.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere we can activate the plate?
This is embarrassing. Beam
Or there's
me
another
up,
way out of
Scotty.
There is
Beam
nowhere to
me
go.
up. Have you
Even if
been
we
watching
escape here,
Star
there's nowhere to
Trek
run to.
again?
I can think of 100 places.
No,
And
Bertram!
everyone goes to all of
but
them.
I love it.
I told you what happened to me when I attended that Star Trek
getting
convention in 1993,
This isn't going to
didn't
end like
I?
Yes.
I can't even look at a Klingon without having traumatic flashbacks.
There is always another
Remind
way
me
out.
what he did again.
Well, it was 1993. I was in attendance at a Star Trek convention in the great city of London.
Quickly! Wow,
I
wow,
brought a
wow.
guest with me. 'Twas my favorite teddy bear.
What was he called?
He was called. It rubs the lotion on its skin.
And did he have a surname?
Yes, it was, or else it gets the hose again. But I just called him Bill for short.
Let's see what this does.
Anyway, long story
Corruption's
short,
gone down.
I accidentally
Haven't
dropped
escaped yet.
Bill. And as I reached down to retrieve him, a bloody Klingon appeared from nowhere, trampled Bill, and then just walked away.
Oh, bastards!
Bill was in tatters, clinging to life. I attempted to administer CPR, but the damage was done. Bill died in my arms.
And that's why you hate Star Trek?
Yes, I have never recovered from Bill's death.
I'm surprised your mother didn't buy you a new teddy bear.
She did. That same day, in fact.
Then what's the problem?
Well, I never thought of it like that before. You're right, Bertram.
We're almost out of
Does that mean I can watch
Where will
Star
it take
Trek
us?
now?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it would appear that a vampire has just crawled into my room and bitten me. somewhere out of sight. Now, while I attend to that, Bertram here will take over the stream and entertain you the only way he knows how. By talking bollocks.
Okay, play the game. OCG, am I supposed to commentate? OCG, oh, he's in the title. So, nice weather we've been having. No, not really actually.
Are you ready
So,
for this?
I'm Bertram. But you already knew that. I like singing, gaming obviously,
Glad you're still doing that.
but I'm also fond of a long walk. Well, I used to be before well, you know. Do you think being set on fire would be painful? I mean, I've been electrocuted, beaten, fallen down the stairs, broken every bone in my body, being run over, being bitten by a badger, drowned, suffocated, being asphyxiated, which is the same as suffocated, it just sounds fancier. I've been thrown, mutilated, stabbed, shot, winded, assaulted, cut in half, cut into quarters, glued back together, tied up, hoisted, hung, hanged, strangled, mocked, glassed. But I've never been set on fire. So, do you think it's painful? Oh, look, OCG is back.
What are you talking about, you miserable pile of bones and bad fashion?
Oh, thank God you're back. Here, take the bloody controller and play your game.
You know, Bertram, I'm so glad modern RPGs are slowly starting to become more action-focused. Goodbye, turn-based battles. I'll miss you as much as I miss my Uncle Fredrickson.
Oh, did he die?
Oh, don't worry, Bertram. We won't be attending his funeral. He was a prick. Oh, I wish it was 2004. I was so much younger then. It was also the year I remember fondly as the year I lost my virginity for the second time to a sadomasochist in a gorilla costume. 'Twas a Halloween party.
Oh, what did you dress up as that year?
Your mother, which meant I had a blonde wig, wrote the word whore on my forehead, and wore the smallest pair of fake breasts known to man.
Oh, you're cruel.
Haha, it took you this long to figure that out, Bertram. So I said to him, "Look here, Governor, I in absolutely no way wish to have sex with your wife. For two reasons, actually. Number one, she's not incredibly attractive. Number two, the woman is a bloody zombie. Now, personally, sir, I don't know about you, but I prefer my women to have a little more meat on their bones." And do you know what he said to me then, Bertram? Just wait till you get a bloody load of this. He said... Bertram, what are you doing with that copy of Resident Evil 2?
I was going to play it.
Oh. I'll make the jokes around here, Bertram. Put that disc down before you cut your own throat with it or something.
Oh, that only happened once.
Now, forgive me if I sound distracted, dear viewer. I am currently spying on my wife as she takes a walk in the garden with a man that I believe to be her lover.
I think they're kissing.
Be quiet, Bertram. If they hear you, the game is up.
Sorry.
What are you doing now?
Eating a sandwich?
Fine. Do it quietly. I can't see bloody anything.
Where are your glasses?
You stood on them, remember?
Oh, that's right. I don't know why I'm happy about that.
Because you take pleasure in my pain, apparently. Wait, what's my wife doing now?
I think she's urinating.
That woman has absolutely no pride. Keep your eyes peeled, Bertram. Bertram, are you now urinating?
I forgot to go before we left.
What's wrong with you people? We are gentlemen. Gentlemen do not urinate outdoors. Damn it! Now I need to go. Forgive me, dear viewer.
Wait. I think they're kissing now.
Let me see. Let me see, you idiot. They're not kissing. Can't you see that machete? The chap has obviously stabbed her.
Should we help her?
No, let's not do that. You know, Bertram, I was abducted by aliens once. Yes, quite a few years ago now. And let me just say that the anal probing that everyone seems to have a problem with, it really wasn't that bad. And I'll tell you another thing. Bunker monuments.
OCG?
Yes, Bertram?
Why are you dressed like that?
Well, Bertram, I thought that since we're going to be talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles today, I thought that I would dress myself like a teenager. Why? Not approve of my attire.
You look like someone's very uncool uncle.
Shut up, Bertram! Anyway, should I tell you about the story of the turtle and the hare?
I don't think so.
Well, you see, the turtle, my dear manservant, turned out to be a serial killer. So he cut up the hare, put parts of his body in the microwave, and cooked it. Isn't that a lovely story, Bertram?
Not really. What are you doing?
Well, isn't it obvious, Bertram? Can't you see that I have clearly died, and I'm waiting for the Grim Reaper to come and take my soul to heaven?
Really?
That's it. Take
No,
whatever
not
authority you
really,
want.
Bertram.
You're
We're
still
still waiting
finished.
for this bloody lighting technician to get here.
If he's trying to stop
When
us,
did you
he's
say
scared of
he
something.
should arrive? He was
He's
supposed
scared
to
of
be
you.
here 6 hours ago.
I can't stop.
Lighting
what armor
technician?
is.
Yes, you know the one you were supposed to call today.
Only Ormaz can do that.
Today?
You did call the lighting technician, didn't you, Bertram?
Of course. Just give me 1 minute.
Bertram? Bertram! Where are you going? Get back. I bet he didn't call the lighting technician. I bet that's exactly what's going on here. Why am I talking to myself? So, Bertram, you previously asked me in our last session, how does one spot a zombie? So, I've done a little bit of research, just for your benefit, Bertram. And I have here 3 ways that you can conclusively identify if someone is a zombie or not. Number 1, they will have a bad use of the English language. Now please, Bertram, do not confuse a zombie with a drunk Scottish person. I mean, I can see how it could be confusing, but they will often speak, how can I demonstrate? They'll make lots of noises. Now, you like me to repeat that, Bertram? They'll make lots of noises, often combined with this gesture, or perhaps this gesture, or this gesture, maybe even this gesture. But the thing that will give away that it's a zombie will be the... Okay, number 2. They will have awful personal hygiene. Yes, no doubt they will smell similar to something like the armpits of a fat Xbox fanboy. Or like that little bit of skin between your genitals and your anus. Yes. Number 3. They will have a penchant for brains. And what that means, Bertram, is they like to eat brains. So you'll be perfectly safe should a zombie apocalypse ever befall us. So, they will make noises like they will have bad hygiene, and they like eating brains. So I hope you get that all in, Bertram, because there'll be a test next, You know, Bertram, I consider myself to be something of a psychic.
A psycho?
No, Bertram, not a psycho. A psychic. It means that I can read people's thoughts, predict the future, that kind of thing. So, for example, I know that in exactly 3 seconds, I am going to urinate in my underwear. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. And there we are. Psychic, just like I said. And another thing. Oh, shit. Do you remember Rayman, Bertram?
Oh, I don't like Rayman.
Why?
He stole my last chocolate bar.
Bertram, have you been drinking the bleach again? You know as well as I do that Rayman is not real. Therefore, he could not have stolen your last chocolate bar.
But I saw him. It was the middle of the night, so I couldn't get a good look at him, but he was standing by the fridge, and he was completely naked.
That was me, Bertram.
It was?
Yes?
Why were you naked?
Well, you see, I often like to take raw meat from the fridge and rub it against my body.
I see. Have you been drinking the bleach again?
Shut up, Bertram. The point is, Rayman is not real. He is a video game character. Ooh, that reminds me. Lara Croft is coming round later to clean the conservatory.
Please don't. OCG is a fictional character. Any resemblance to persons alive, dead, or undead is purely coincidental.
So, my psychiatrist has told me I need to engage more with you commoners. So, please tell me down below. What do you think of this game? Like it? Love it? Want to crawl into bed and make passionate love to it? Ladies and gentlemen, there will now be a 3-minute intermission during which I may or may not be using the toilet. Now, have no fear, in my absence, my manservant Bertram will take over the stream and entertain you. May God have mercy on your souls. Take it away, Bertram.
Maybe I'll tell you that poem. Yes! There once was a chap called Bertram. His friends, they did desert him. But then he met Sir OCG. He's been very bad to me. He hit me once with his car. He strangled me, it was bizarre. Despite that though, I still survived. That's not how Bertram finally died. Late one night I heard a ghost. I ignored it and craved some toast. Went down the stairs to make a snack, when suddenly, panic attack. I fell, it must be 20 flights. My body crashed with all its might into a fuse box, what a jolt. Got fried on 50,000 volts. There once was a chap called Bertram. A witch doctor did revive him. And now I work for OCG, lie on this couch eternally. I watch him make his little streams, he just makes fun of everything. All the while I plot his end, I swear one day I'll have revenge.
Right, Bertram, I'm back. That's quite enough of that bollocks. You didn't tell the viewers that terrible poem you wrote, did you?
No?
Good. Absolutely appalling. Oh my god! What the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm not doing anything.
I'm not talking to you, Bertram. I'm talking to him. Or her. Yes, you there. You watching this stream. No, not you, the other one. The other one that's watching this stream. That's right, you. I'm talking to you. Don't think I can't see you. I might be concentrating on this game, but I can assure you I have cameras everywhere. So I can see what you're doing there. Your hand in your trousers. Get them out at once. Do it. No, not just one hand. Take both of them out. That's right. Good. Right, so now you just watch the stream and behave, okay?
I'm confused.
Well, Bertram, it's quite simple. I just caught one of our viewers masturbating.
Oh!
Yes. Disgusting habits. Nope, don't put your hands back in. That's right, you pick up that soda or soft drink or whatever the hell you want to call it. You just use your hands to pick that up. Oh, I meant to tell you, Bertram, but my old fencing instructor Stan died this morning.
Oh, poor Stan.
Poor Stan? There was nothing poor about him. He had enough money to buy Wakanda and put a prostitute on every street corner. We don't mourn people who are more famous than we are, Bertram.
What about people less famous than us?
Oh no. If you're less famous than us, then you're definitely not worth our attention.
So who can we mourn?
Each other, Bertram. And of course, when I say each other, I mean me. You can mourn me when I go, Bertram.
Oh, I'll have a party when that happens.
What was that?
Nothing. I'm watching Two Girls, One Cup. It's gross.
You know, I recorded my own version of that back in 2007. But my version was called One Tosser, One Teacup.
You don't say.
I do say. You know, I'm so glad we're playing this and not that garbage I was playing yesterday. What the hell was it called again? Ass to Mouth or something. Anyway, I put off playing it for a very long time. And I wish I just played the bloody thing because I found it about as enjoyable as ramming a garden gnome into my urethra.
But LCG, didn't Ass to Mouth or whatever it is called get amazing reviews?
Well, viewer with the stupid voice, that game does indeed have amazing reviews, but those reviewers are lying to you. I, on the other hand, am not lying to you when I say that I would rather stick needles into my groin than play that bloody game again. The combat was too hard. The bloody boss fights were too hard. The lack of gratuitous lovemaking scenes did not make me hard. So, Ass to Mouth was an experience I'd care not to repeat in this life or the next. Unless, of course, someone's asking me to do it for real. In that case, I would be like, hell yes, I'll do that to you, attractive actor. Let's move on. Right, let's get this game finished quickly. I have an appointment with my psychiatrist today, and he told me if I was late, he would murder my wife. Which, ordinarily, I wouldn't mind. But she promised to make me macaroni and cheese for dinner tonight. And as you know, or should know, I love macaroni and cheese.
Do you ever think our streams have too much silly comedy in them?
Silly comedy? I can't say I've ever thought about it.
Shouldn't you just play the game and keep the comedy stuff to a minimum?
But if I did that, wouldn't I have to cut you out of the streams?
Why?
Because the only reason you exist is for comedy purposes. I mean, take your voice, for instance. It's ridiculous! No one actually talks like that. So clearly, you are here for comic relief.
What about your voice?
Well, what about it?
Is it not equally as ridiculous and annoying?
I never said your voice was annoying.
Oh.
Bertram, do you think my voice is annoying?
Maybe just a little.
Oh, by the way, I watched one of those murder mystery movie things last night, Bertram.
Oh, how was it?
Complicated. Frankly, it left me more dazed and confused than that time I saw a woman with 3 breasts, 5 ball sacks, and a chin larger than the Great Wall of China. I do enjoy a good murder mystery. You know, I was actually involved with a murder mystery myself once.
Oh, really?
Well, I was suspected of committing a murder, but it wasn't me. It turned out to be a midget in a bowler hat with a body odor problem. Don't look now, Bertram. That chap from next door is looking through our window again.
What chap from next door?
You know, the one with the lazy eye and the hunchback.
Derek?
No, the other one. The one that's even uglier than he is.
Malcolm?
No, the other one. I think they all live together. They're a trio of very ugly people. So who's the third member of that trio?
Toby?
Yes, Toby, that's it. Yes, I think he's looking through our window. I think he's looking for you, Bertram.
Why would he be looking for me?
Well, because you are romantically entangled, are you not?
Well, not at this exact moment, we're not.
No, I don't mean right now, because obviously we're streaming this game right now, but are you not usually attached by the penis? I mean, you know, attached in a romantic sense. You not usually hang out together.
I guess so.
Yes, so you're boyfriend and boyfriend, no?
Well, I've never really thought of it that way.
Well, maybe it's time that you do start thinking of it that way, Bertram. This could be your opportunity to fly the coop, so to speak. If you and this... what was his name again? Toby. If you and this Toby decide to get married or God forbid, have children, you could leave this place and, I'd be completely alone. I'd have no one. And that would make me very sad. No, actually, Bertram, I actually think you and Toby should, break up. I think you should break up right now. Go on over to that window and you tell that ugly mother thumper that, tell him you found someone else. Tell him I'm your boyfriend if you want. I mean, you don't have to. There's no obligation to tell him that. But I mean, if you really want to, you can tell him that. I mean, I don't really mind either way. I mean, you can do what you want. But,
Oh, that isn't Toby at the window. That's Malcolm.
Oh. Oh well, never mind what I just said then. Let's get on with the game. You know, I've been looking forward to playing this, Bertram. I bathed, I changed my underpants, something I never do. I lit some candles, I opened a bottle of wine.
A crate of wine.
A crate of wine. All we need is some scantily clad prostitutes, and this will be a proper party.
Wouldn't they distract from the game, though?
Oh, I never really thought of that. Yes, probably for the best that there's no prostitutes here, right? I think it's time for a poem. Lady Demetresque, with the marvelous breasts, how I long to shag you where you rest. I will spill my milk upon your chest. As a lover, you're the best. Ha 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 ha. It's not Shakespeare, I admit, but I think it sums up my feelings quite nicely.
It was most, romantic, sir.
Thank you, Bertram. I agree. I agree.
Where do you think Lady Demetresque buys her clothes?
Never mind that, Bertram. I want to know where she buys her tampons. And what size. Do tampons come in very fucking large size?
I don't know.
Well, find out, damn it. What am I paying you for?
You don't pay me.
Oh, that's right. Ha ha ha. But still, I want to know, Bertram. I have to know.
Oh, I'll see what I can do.
You know, Bertram, I do love me a bit of hacking and slashing.
Oh, is that why you have a I Heart Jack the Ripper t-shirt?
It is indeed, Bertram.
Oh, I meant to tell you, but when I last washed that t-shirt, it came out pink. Don't kill me.
Why would I kill you, Bertram? Pink just so happens to be my favorite color.
Oh, really?
No, not really. I am absolutely going to cut your bollocks off with a spoon when we finish this game.
Oh, no.
You always know I like a game when I have an erection for the duration of playing it. Ha ha.
How long have you had this particular erection?
10 hours and counting. Which either means I love this game, or there's something wrong with me.
Oh, there's plenty wrong with you.
Shut up, Bertram. So, Bertram, this game is from...
A series that you love?
A series that I love.
And you also loved this game.
And I also loved this game. Wait a minute. What are you doing, Bertram? Why are you reading from my script?
Well, I noticed that you didn't give me a lot to say outside of, oh my, or, oh. So I thought I would give myself more to do.
You want more to do? Get me a bloody coffee. What do you think I pay you for?
But you don't pay me.
Shut up, Bertram. I pay you with sexual favors as well, you know. Just get me a coffee, right? If you'll excuse me, I'm off to call my fictional wife a myriad of dreadful names.
Oh no, you're not getting off that easy. You'll finish this game even if it kills me.
Oh, if only you would die, Bertram. Then I could inherit that collection of mannequin heads you have.
No, those are my friends.
Stop lying, Bertram. You don't have any friends. You have inanimate objects that you occasionally engage in one-sided conversation with.
Pot, kettle, black?
Oh. Touché.
When we escape,
Fine.
let's go somewhere flat.
Forgive me, dear viewer, but we must get through this game quickly. I'm currently being chased by a man in a gorilla costume through the London Underground.
Still doing that.
I'll explain later. Uh-oh, Monkey Boy is gaining on me. I'll just hide in this toilet. Good morning, sir. Nice penis. Sir, stop pointing your penis at me. Uh-oh, here comes King Kong. Well, this is awkward. Tell me, Monkey, is it true that you and Tarzan are more than just friends?
Here you go.
Thank you, Bertram. What the hell is wrong with this coffee?
Powers are
I put poison in it. I'm sick and tired of you treating me like shit.
Oh. Okay then. Right, let's cut the cow shit. This game is amazing. It's the most fun I've had since Chun-Li offered me a special massage.
Special massage?
That's code for suckle upon my Colonel Mustard.
Oh my!
Yes, oh my. Did you know, Bertram, that Chun-Li wears dentures?
I did not.
Yes. 'Twas slightly awkward when they fell out. I've still got them. In a jar. In the bathroom.
Oh my!
Yes. Oh my. Though this game looks quite simple, I can assure you, dear viewers, that this tale has more twists and turns than watching an M. Night Shyamalan movie whilst riding a roller coaster. And I've found myself welling up and full-blown crying on more than one occasion. So not only is it twisted like a roller coaster, it's also an emotional roller coaster. Haha. So what else can I tell you about this game? Oh yes! Now as you can see graphically and musically, this game is beautiful. And for the idiots amongst you, musically is a posh way of saying music.
Oh, I knew that.
No one cares, Bertram.
Now you know why I poisoned you.
That's a good one. Poisoned me. I suddenly feel quite unwell.
Oh, good.
Wait a bloody minute. Did you actually poison me, Bertram?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Oh dear.
Whatever happened to Bubsy? You know, the Bobcat from those old games like Bubsy 3D?
Oh. Well, the last I heard, he was sentenced to be anally probed by aliens for eternity.
That's it.
Oh my!
That should let us reach the
Yes.
mechanism.
Oh my. You know, Bertram, the Mega Man games annoy me more than a prostitute with her hole sewn shut.
We weren't even talking about Mega Man.
Oh, I know. I just wanted to make that joke.
Oh,
And for you fellow homosexuals out there, let me reword that joke so you feel included. The Mega Man games annoy me more than a male gigolo with his hole sewn shut. Oh, and speaking of homosexuals, did you know that Ricky Martin came out as a homosexual years ago, Bertram? Though, frankly, anyone who sings about women as much as he did is clearly taking it up the poop shoot in his spare time. Lucky bastard. Remind me when we finish this stream, Bertram, to phone Ricky and ask him for his preference in lubricants.
I will do. Why do you never play the Nintendo Switch, OCG?
Because the Nintendo Switch is essentially a glorified doorstop at this point for me, Bertram. I only bought the bloody thing to play Bayonetta 2 and 3.
But what about Zelda?
Zelda can suck my Colonel Mustard. Breath of the Wild and that other garbage Zelda game are overlong, boring pieces of dinosaur excrement. No, actually, not dinosaur excrement. Because I would rather play with that than these boring Zelda games. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, yes. Don't play the Nintendo Switch. Let's show Nintendo how much we hate them.
I love Nintendo.
And that's why I hate you, Bertram. Well, that and you tried to assault my grandmother in a touchy-feely kind of way last Christmas. Which is doubly sick considering the old bitch has been dead for years.
Then why was she at the Christmas party?
Because every party needs decorations, and I forgot to buy any, so I thought, why the hell not dig up grandmother and drape her over the front door? Ha ha.
Please don't. OCG is a fictional character. Any resemblance to persons alive, dead, or undead is purely coincidental.
So, my psychiatrist has told me I need to engage more with you commoners. So, please tell me down below, what do you think of this game? Like it? Love it? Want to crawl into bed and make passionate love to it? So, ladies and gentlemen's toilets, thank you for watching my stream. 'Tis fabulous, isn't it? And aren't I the most handsome man you've ever seen? I mean, I know you can't see me in this stream, but bollocks. And aren't I the funniest YouTuber you have ever come across? I beg your pardon. What? Speak up. Well, that's just rude. Are you hearing this, Bertram? Bertram! Wake up, Bertram! Good help is so hard to find these days. You know, I think Bertram was a village idiot in a past life. Anyway, thank you for watching this stream. Please feel free to continue to watch my stream and laugh at my jokes. All of my jokes. They're very amusing.
OCG? OCG?
Yes. What is it, Bertram? Can't you see I'm trying to play the bloody game?
I've got a question.
Fine. What's your question, Bertram?
What is God?
That's a particularly deep question for the middle of a live stream of a video game. Okay. What is God? Well, some people say He's the big fellow who created the planet and all the people in it and all the grass and all the animals and all the sex toys and all that fun stuff. Other people say he's a figment of your imagination. Just something made up in a fictional book for people to feel good about themselves and believe that there's something after death and not just an eternity of darkness and being worm food.
Oh, and what do you believe, OCG?
Well, what I believe is the only god round here is me. Ha ha ha!
Oh, so you don't believe?
No, I don't believe in God. I believe in me. Ha ha ha!
Oh, and what if there was a way that I could prove that God exists?
Okay, Bertram, I don't really know where you're going with this, but yes, okay, what if there was a way that you could prove? Then I suppose I would have to become a believer.
Okay. Now, where is God?
What?
Where is God?
Well, what the hell should I know where he is? I don't know where he is. Well, in the Bible, they say that God is everywhere, all at once.
Everywhere? Does that mean he could be here?
Yes. Sure. Why not, Bertram?
Okay, I'm off to find God then.
You do that, Bertram. I don't think you're going to find God hiding under my bed, Bertram. Or in my underpants drawer.
Oh, did you hear, Bertram? Apparently Barney the dinosaur is now a raging drug addict.
Oh my! You take drugs, don't you, OCG?
I don't think an omeprazole and the occasional drop of heroin in my coffee classes as taking drugs.
Don't you also take Viagra?
Yes, I do. But not for the reasons you might think. You have seen my mutant of a wife after all.
Then why do you take Viagra?
Well, you see, ever since this bloody pandemic started, I have been so paranoid to open doors with my hands. So, instead, I pop a Viagra and let my Colonel Mustard do the work for me.
You open doors with your erection?
Well, you don't have to put it so graphically.
What if you have to pull the door open?
Ah, well, no fear there. My Colonel Mustard is very flexible. Sturdy, too.
Oh my!
Quite. I must say, Bertram, this game we're playing is as pretty as a picture.
Any picture in particular?
I'm ready.
A picture of my Aunt Violet showering, touching herself in secret places.
What?
A picture of Rip Torn eating a toasted bagel with mayonnaise leaking out of the sides. Ha ha.
I think Rip Torn is dead.
Oh, ha ha, even better.
What?
Nothing. Do you know who else is pretty as a picture, Bertram? Lena Headley, who you might remember as Cersei from Game of Thrones. Did you know, Bertram, that her son in that show was played by Peter Dinklage?
I think he was her brother.
Bollocks! No man could be that small. He was clearly playing a child, wasn't he?
Why don't you take
I'm afraid not.
Is that what you think?
Good lord.
That I could do
Good lord. Whatever next?
Let's
An
see if you were right
all-female
about that
version of Ghostbusters?
That's already been done. Back in 2016, in fact.
Oh, good lord. good lord. Let's move on before I say good lord again.
You just did.
Shut up, Bertram. Did I tell you I had to hide in a toilet last night to get away from some of our fans, Bertram?
Oh, I used to do that.
We should just hold
You used to do what?
Hide in toilets?
Oh, because you were being pursued by our fans?
No. I used to play a lot of hide and seek with my drunk Uncle Rupert.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, if he found me, he would tickle my belly button and stick his finger up my...
Yes, that's nice, Bertram. Moving on. Get me a coffee, Bertram.
We don't have any coffee.
Okay, then get me a Coca-Cola.
We don't have any Coca-Cola.
Okay, a glass of water will do.
Again.
Then what the hell do we have?
A 6-month-old bottle of gin with remnants of a cheese toasty at the bottom.
I do so enjoy a glass of gin with my lunch. Well, I suppose that'll have to do.
Are you sure?
Yes. Desperate times, desperate measures, and all that bollocks.
What's this game about?
Well, it's the age-old story of good versus evil, right versus wrong, Xbox versus PlayStation.
I prefer Xbox myself.
And that's why I hate you, Bertram. Well, that, and you always use all the bloody toilet paper up. Last night, I had to wipe my ass with a toothbrush. A toothbrush. And it was my bloody toothbrush. I didn't realize it till this morning.
Oh, yuck!
It was yuck. Very bloody yuck. The most yuckiest yucky thing I've ever done in my yucking life. Oh. It's so cold. Oh, yes. That was a good one. Yes. Oh. So cold. Oh, that's so good.
What are we laughing at?
This game, Bertram. Bloody hilarious.
Is it?
Yes. Pay attention, man. Pay attention. Yes.
your turn.
Oh, so good. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
I don't think this is supposed to be funny.
Shut up, Bertram. I'll tell you what's supposed to be funny and what's not supposed to be funny, and this is supposed to be funny.
I think you've lost an OCG.
Oh, Bertram, you know as well as I do. I lost it years ago. It's so cold. Right, that's quite enough of that. Right, let's address the elephant in the room. Hello, elephant. How are you? Did you hear me? I said, how are you?
I think he's a mute.
Oh. Where the hell did he come from?
I thought you invited him.
Well, I thought you invited him. Oh well. I guess that's another mystery we'll never solve. Like, who left the penis imprint in the tub of margarine? So, is this game any good? Well, you have to ask my 26 pairs of soiled underpants. In fact, I'll do it for you, dear viewers. So, 26 pairs of soiled underpants. Is this game any good? Uh-huh. Yes. Oh, you don't say. Uh-huh. Oh. Is that right? Right. Yes. Yes. Oh. Oh, I see. Yes. Then he... But then... And they... Oh. Yep. They confirm that this game is indeed very good.
Did you notice I got my hair cut?
No.
Oh, you never notice anything.
I resent that. I am very observant.
Really? Did you notice that you forgot to put your clothes on today?
What? Oh, yes. So I did. Haha. Wouldn't just sit there like a turkey, Bertram. Get me a robe.
Oh, right.
I was wondering why I got some funny looks when I took my nephew to school this morning. Oh, I avoided the trailers and gameplay for this game, much like I avoid a violent-looking fat woman at an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Why have you not watched the trailers and gameplay, OCG?
Well, so I could avoid spoilers, Bertram.
Oh, so you don't know that your character dies, roughly?
Finish that sentence and I will castrate you with a plastic spoon, Bertram.
Did you know I was pregnant once, OCG?
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was. No, actually, I wasn't.
Because that would be impossible?
No, because I had a rubber glove over my pee-pee when we, did the deeds.
I see. Moving swiftly on.
OCG, I know you're gaming, but have you seen my underpants?
Have you checked the washing machine, Bertram?
Oh, no, I didn't. OCG, they're not in the washing machine.
Well, have you checked the laundry basket then?
Oh, I never thought to look there. OCG, you're not in the laundry basket.
Have you looked under the bed then?
OCG, they're not under the bed.
God damn it, Bertram, why must you interrupt me when my favorite program is on?
You're watching a program and playing this game at the same time? That's amazing.
Yes, Bertram, I've always been known for my knack for multitasking.
What is this program that you're watching?
It's a nature documentary.
Oh, I love nature
You're not
documentaries.
going to stop.
Wait a
First you
minute.
offer me gold,
I don't
then you try to
recognize
kill
that
me.
animal.
Those are
What's
sort
it
of mixed
called?
That, Bertram, is called the modern day gamer.
Oh, Turn up the program. I want to hear what he's saying.
Okay, let me just twiddle with this knob here. And voila! Here we can see a gamer of the modern day. Look how he plays with his PlayStation 5. No, wait. It's an Xbox. See how he's sitting much too close to the television. See how his jaw is agape. See that he's drooling from the corners of his mouth.
A tomb.
Let's
hope that's
go
not an
in
omen.
closer
must be
and
the
see
mausoleum of
what this
Ahriman,
gamer
king
from the
of
modern
Horus,
day
the city fell.
is playing.
He returned to liberty
Oh,
from Ahriman.
he's apparently
They buried him
playing a
underground?
game that has
Much of a
some
reward.
Japanese women
Used to be
in
buried
it.
in the city.
And these
Felt shame for
Japanese
allowing
women
the city to fall.
have massive
He was laid to rest in
knockers.
secret.
I
Pilgrims
can
found his
fully
tomb.
understand
This.
why this
We should hope
gamer
it is an
for
omen.
the modern
Ahriman
age
can be
has
saved.
his jaw
But
agape
princess, if
and
I
drool
die in the
coming
cause
out of the corners
cremate,
of his mouth.
these places give me the
Let's attempt to ask this gamer for the modern age a question. I say there, gamer for the modern age. What exactly are you doing?
I'm gaming, ain't I?
I see. And what is it that you're playing, Mr. Gamer for the modern age?
Playing a video game.
I see. And how is the video game that you're playing in this, the modern age?
It's alright, I guess.
I see. I shall leave you to your gaming. Look now, dear viewer, how this gamer for the modern age hasn't even looked at me when I walk away from him. It is obvious he is far too engrossed in the game that he's playing. Look now, dear viewer, how this gamer for the modern age is scratching
somewhere.
his nuts through the fabric of his shorts. Now, I believe that this gamer for the modern age is reaching for a beverage. What is this beverage?
The wall is
Let's
tilted.
go in and have a closer look. Ah, I can see it's a can of Monster that's now being gulped down by this gamer for the modern age. Now, I think, having quenched his thirst on that delicious can of Monster, the gamer for the modern age will require some sustenance. Let's see what he will choose to sustain himself upon. Is that a bag of Watsits I can see? Yes, it is. The bag of Watsits is being carefully ripped apart by the gamer for the modern age. See how he has emptied the contents of the packet of Watsits into a bowl. And for those of you who don't know what a bowl is, it's something rather similar to a bowl. Now, the modern gamer is picking up several Watsits at the same time. This shows a miraculous use of the ligaments in his fingers. But then again, we must remind ourselves that this gamer for the modern age is an expert when it comes to using the ligaments in his fingers. Because after all, he must clutch a gaming controller at all times. And no doubt, being a gamer for the modern age, he is a compulsive masturbator. Join me next week when we shall be taking a look at another gamer for the modern age. I must say, Bartram, not only is this program educational, it's also damn entertaining.
Yeah, he used the word masturbate. Ha ha!
You're very
See?
mature, Bertram. Have I ever told you that?
What?
Nothing. Never mind. Let's, get back to the game, shall we? You know, Bertram, this game excites me more than watching Ava Green get her kit off in that awful sequel to 300.
Who is Ava Green?
Who is Ava Green? Don't you know?
No, which is why I asked, who is Ava Green?
She is the future Mrs. OCG.
Oh, are you going to ask her to marry you?
Yes, something like that. I am most definitely not going to kidnap her and take her to my secret lair under the Paris Opera House, where I will brainwash her with organ music until she loves me. No!
You're weird.
I'm not weird. I'm sick. There's a difference. I watched that movie, The Notebook, last night. Do you know, I haven't cried that much since my wife introduced me to bloody yoga.
Oh, yoga? Ouch. She must really hate you.
Oh, she does, Bertram. She does. I think it has something to do with the fact I tried to murder her on our wedding night.
Oh my!
Yes, she said I could have at least waited until after we consummated the marriage before trying to kill her.
Oh, women.
Amen, brother. I can't believe I just said that. Did you know, Bertram, that I was spit roasted once?
What? Really?
Oh, yes. Back in my university days. Good times.
Oh, how kinky.
See what this does.
Kinky? Oh, no. Haha. It wasn't that kind of spit roast. You see, myself and a few of my fellow students were on an expedition in the jungles of Peru when we were suddenly kidnapped and almost roasted alive by a group of natives. That's where the spit roast came into play.
Oh. However, did you escape?
Ah! Escape is my middle name, Bertram.
I thought your middle name was Buttercup.
Touché. Basically, we were rescued by someone with a whip.
Let's go.
Indiana Jones?
No. A dominatrix, I think.
Oh.
Speaking of dominatrixes... Dominatrixi? What the hell is the plural for dominatrix? Oh, never mind. You'll never guess who I met in my favorite brothel in town.
The Pope?
No. I don't think you'd find the Pope there. There isn't any children. No, I met Harry Potter.
Oh, I love Harry Potter.
Indeed. I can see your erection from here.
Keep doing that.
I don't love him that much.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it has suddenly occurred to me that I've left my wife in the oven. While I attend to that, my manservant here will take over the stream and entertain you with some jokes. Bertram, if you would.
Oh, jokes. My girlfriend and I made love. She asks, what just happened? And I say, you just got boned. No, bones? Bones? Because I'm a skeleton? Huh? Oh, I was once walking round a boatyard and some idiot took me and hung me from the mast of a ship like a bloody flag. I think he was a pirate. You know, because I'm a skeleton. Skull and crossbow. I was very fond of my mother. I loved every bone in her body. You know, bone? Because I'm a skeleton? My cousin never stopped eating. He weighed a skeleton. Skeleton? Ton? You know, because he's a skeleton, you know. When skeletons make love, do they say, who's your bone daddy? You know, instead of who's your daddy, they say, who's your bone daddy? You know, because I'm a skeleton. Let's try, I'm very fond of my mother. I loved every bone in... Yes, I know I've told this one, but it's different. Listen. I'm very fond of my mother. I love every bone in her body, especially mine. What? Nothing? Really? What's fat, ugly, and has no sense of humor? OCG.
What was that?
Nothing.
So, what do I think of this game? Well, the same thing I thought about that pornographic version of Toy Story I watched last night.
I think that was just the normal version of Toy Story 3 you were watching.
Bullshit! There's a character called Woody, which is obviously an erection reference. There was a character called Buzz, which is the sound a vibrator makes. And don't even get me started on the name Bo Peep. I'm surprised her perverted boyfriend, Peeping Tom, didn't make an appearance. But he was probably busy masturbating whilst watching Andy getting handy.
Well, that's my childhood ruined.
Oh, don't worry, Bertram. I'm sure I've ruined it for every person watching this stream. So, Bertram, as you know, I love Disney movies, Disney shows, and Disney video games.
Oh, don't remind me. Your collection of Disney memorabilia takes up 3 rooms. I stood on your Little Mermaid-shaped vibrator in the shower this morning. We eat venison every night because you say it reminds you of Bambi's mother. And you keep a bloody hunchback in the basement because it reminds you of your favorite Disney film. You don't love Disney. You're obsessed with it.
But you have to admit, nothing beats snuggling up to watch The Lion King after a long day of gaming.
Oh, if only you didn't try to slip your hand inside my underpants every single time we snuggled up. But yes, I have to agree, sir. The magic of Disney is timeless.
Did I ever tell you that I was once punched by Captain Hook at Disney World?
No. How did that happen, sir?
Oh, it's a long story, Bertram. Let's just say Captain Hook didn't like it when I told him that the only reason he didn't like Peter Pan is because he wanted to adopt him.
Oh, sir, only you could get into a fight with a Disney character.
That's not true. I once witnessed Walt Disney himself knocking 7 shades of shit out of Mickey Mouse.
Oh, my.
Yes, Walt Disney was a prick.
Let's talk about something more uplifting. Like your crush on Aladdin?
Bertram, I do not have a crush on Aladdin. I merely appreciate his dashing good looks and charming personality.
Oh, if you say so. And I bet you've never pretended to be Princess Jasmine while singing A Whole New World either.
That was one time. Maybe 2 times. Damn it, Bertram. Why do you have to embarrass me like this in front of our dear viewers? But you have to admit, that song is a classic.
Yes, sir. And just like Disney, it's something that will always be cherished.
Exactly, Bertram. Right, enough of this Disney wankity. Let's get back to playing the game. Oh, Cousin Duncan was telling me this morning, Bertram, that in the last 4 years, he has had 22 jobs. 22? That's less than I've had in my awful life.
Didn't you once cut the toenails of the royal family?
I did. Once. I haven't thrown up that much since I watched 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Who had the grossest toenails?
Probably Philip. But that's because I cut his nails after the bastard had been dead for 3 weeks.
Oh my! Why do you have a copy of the Goblet of Fire next to your bed, OCG?
Because I like Harry Potter, Bertram.
Oh, I also like Harry Potter.
Does he like you back? Have you kissed yet? How big is his magic wand?
I don't like him that much.
Oh, did I ever tell you that I sat on a broomstick once, Bertram?
No.
I spent 6 weeks in the hospital.
What?
You see, I didn't realize that you're supposed to sit on the broomstick horizontally. I sat on it vertically.
So it went up your...
It was practically sticking out of my mouth.
Oh my!
Yes, quite.
Why didn't you ask me to play this game with you?
Well, 1, because this isn't a co-op game, I think. And 2, because you had too much housework to do. Speaking of which, why haven't you flushed the toilet yet?
Well, I thought you could flush the toilet yourself after using it.
Ha! Well, then you thought wrong, didn't you? You know my hands are too weak to flush the toilet.
But they're okay to hold a controller?
Yes.
Well, then you can flush your own damn toilet. You're lucky you have a toilet. I have to poo in a cardboard box.
You know how I feel about other people sitting on my toilet. It makes me anxious. Not to even mention the germs. Where are you going? Bathroom? Bathroom? Oh. Damn it. Bertram, while I'm playing this, can you get those toilets cleaned? I found a grey pubic hair on my toilet seat last night, and I've no bloody idea where it came from.
Well, if I had to guess, I'd say it came from your crotch.
But it was grey.
Well, you have a very old crotch.
Oh, so I do. Ha ha!
Oh, I like chickens. Do you like chickens, OCG?
Oh, yes. I've had love affairs with many a cock.
A chicken tried to kill me once.
Oh, How soon?
Well, it was 2018. It was dinner time. I was enjoying a roast chicken when suddenly I started to choke.
Oh, another chicken tried to strangle you from behind in retaliation for the fact you were eating his gay lover.
No, I was choking on a chicken bone.
Oh, I see. I think the chicken has to be alive for it to be considered attempted murder, Bertram.
Oh,
I'm glad you survived, though. Mostly. Anyway, Bertram, I meant to ask you before we started, but, have you seen a particularly delicious-looking donut?
I saw one at a Krispy Kreme once.
No. Have you seen a particularly delicious-looking donut here? In the kitchen, perchance?
No, I don't believe so. What does this particularly delicious-looking donut look like?
Well, it looks like a particularly delicious donut. And it's mine.
Oh, have you known it for long?
You must
No. We just met this morning, actually. I was on my usual morning stroll when I glanced it in a window, calling to me like a prostitute in Amsterdam. I knew then that I must have it.
The prostitute or the particularly delicious-looking donut?
The particularly delicious-looking donut, of course.
Oh, and now the particularly delicious-looking donut has gone missing?
I didn't say that. I was just asking if you had seen the particularly delicious-looking donut.
Oh!
Well, have you?
Have I what?
Have you seen a particularly delicious-looking donut?
I saw one at a Krispy Kreme once.
No. Have you seen a particularly delicious-looking donut here? In the kitchen, perchance?
In our kitchen?
No, in Hannibal Lecter's kitchen. Of course in our kitchen.
What does it look like?
The particularly delicious-looking donut
We're
or
getting
Hannibal
close. We're
Lecter's
almost through
kitchen?
this place.
The particularly delicious-looking donut. Although now, I'm very curious what Hannibal Lecter's kitchen looks like.
Well, it's beautiful.
What's beautiful? The particularly delicious-looking donut or Hannibal Lecter's kitchen?
The particularly delicious-looking donut, of course. Did you know, Bertram, that my brother, Edwin, met Hannibal Lecter on a dating site once?
Oh, really? What one?
Meat grinder, I believe.
Oh!
Anyway, back to the subject at hand. Have you seen the particularly delicious-looking donut?
The beautiful one?
Yes.
The one that was in our kitchen?
Yes.
The one that is more inviting than a prostitute in Amsterdam?
Yes.
No. No, I have not.
Another of those doors.
Damn it! Well, the mystery continues, I suppose.
Do we have any snacks?
You're always thinking with your bloody stomach, Bertram.
That's not possible. You can't think with your stomach unless your brain is in your stomach, which it is not.
I know. It's an expression, Bertram.
You didn't answer my question. Do we have any snacks?
I might have half a Milky Bar in my underpants.
Why is it in your underpants?
It comforts me.
Okay. Can I have some?
Fine. Just, reach in and take it.
What?
Well, I'm a little busy here playing this damn game. So if you want chocolate, you have to reach into my underpants and take it.
Okay.
A little to the left. No, the other left. Right, move your hands 90 degrees.
Got it!
Bully for you. Now, eat your chocolate and let me get on with playing this game. You know, my brother's child is coming to stay with us this weekend, so this game might keep the little bastard busy.
That's not very nice.
What? Oh, haha. No, the little bastard is actually his name.
I didn't know your brother had children.
Oh, yes. He adopted this one on his recent trip to Transylvania.
Oh, I see. Isn't that where he married that ugly woman with the monobrow?
Indeed. My father always said, never, ever trust a woman with a monobrow.
Why?
He was stabbed to death by a woman with a monobrow. I don't know why she didn't use a knife like a normal person. I don't know if I told, but I've been playing those From Software games recently.
Oh, and how are they?
Hard. And not the good kind of hard. No, the kind where you want to put your sausage into the moistest donut you have to hand. But the bad hard. The kind of hard where you want to snap off your sausage and use it as a weapon to smack the game developers.
I'm not sure I understood any of that.
Well, 'tis probably for the best. Take Dark Souls, for example. That game is harder than RoboCop getting a lap dance from the bloody Terminator.
You don't do well with hard games.
And whatever gave you that impression, Bertram?
The fact that before you started playing these From Software games, you owned 6 PlayStation 5 controllers. All of the windows in your gaming room had actual windows, and you had a full head of hair OCG. Now, there are 3 controllers in bits, 2 that have been set on fire, and 1 that has been forcibly rammed up my backside.
Well, I did warn you about trying to give me advice during boss fights.
Also, every window in the gaming room has been smashed, and you now look like you're cosplaying as Professor X.
It'll grow back.
True, but the windows won't.
It was too hot in here anyway. On the plus side, none of those games have particularly interesting stories. So, I was playing John Carpenter films in the background.
I've never heard of that genre.
But that's because John Carpenter is a person, Bertram. Hey, the man is a god.
I've never heard of this god.
Halloween, The Fog, Memoirs of an Invisible Man. Granted, no one has probably heard of Memoirs of an Invisible Man.
I have.
And who the fuck are you?
I'm your next door neighbor. My name is...
Oh no, you have rendered him unconscious.
Oh,
close are we to
just
getting
throw him in the
Close.
basement
Once we
with
get out
the
of here.
others.
Then let's get out of here.
Now, Bertram.
Okay, but eventually people are going to start asking questions. Have you ever been to New York, OCG?
No. Have you?
Oh, yes. I took my girlfriend to New York.
I never knew you had a girlfriend, Bertram. I didn't think you had the lung capacity to inflate a blow-up doll. Ha ha! What's your girlfriend's name? Made in China? Ha ha!
Yes. How did you know?
Oh, that's a lovely name.
OCG, I just noticed this, but, why are you naked?
Well, because, apparently, as I have been sitting here playing this game, the Invisible Man climbed in through a window in the study, somehow snuck up behind me, and relieved me of my clothes.
Without you noticing?
Not only was he invisible, he was also a magician.
Oh, that makes sense. OCG, can Made in China spend the night on Saturday?
I suppose I'll get out the bicycle pump. Ha ha ha!
She's not a sex doll.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bertram. I apologize.
She is what is called a real doll. She's very realistic and has a vibrating lady garden and everything.
I retract my apology.
What are you doing, OCG?
I am writing a strongly worded letter to the developers of a game I played last night. I believe they are called Angry Game Studio, which is a hell of a coincidence because I am very angry as I write this letter.
I don't know if anyone told you, OCG, but it's 2022, not 1822. People don't write letters anymore. They just leave foul-mouthed
Glad you're still
tweets
doing
on
that.
Twitter or send foul-mouthed emails. There's a lot of foul-mouthage.
Shut up, Bertram. I need to concentrate on this letter.
What does the letter say?
Well, in a nutshell, I tell the developers of their game that they are not game developers. They are thieves and bastards. But mostly, they are thieves.
We can get out through there. We will have reached the other side of the hills. They'll shelter us from harm.
What did they steal?
Oh, nothing much. Just everything from our own video game. Reuben Crowley and Bertram Butler, ass to mouth. I'll read the letter to you when I'm done.
Okay. Done yet?
No,
Okay. Done yet?
no,
Okay. Done yet?
no. Actually, yes.
Oh, yay! So go on, read it.
Now, bear in mind, this is a work in progress.
What's that drawing at the bottom of the page?
Oh, that's my score for their game.
It looks like two very hairy bollocks.
Exactly. Dear Angry Video Game Studio, my name is Robin Buttercup Crown.
Your middle name is Buttercup?
Shut up, Bertram. But but you can call me the obsessive compulsive gamer. I am writing this letter to tell you that you are a pack of thieves and bastards. But you are mostly thieves. Then there is an exclamation point here.
Oh!
Your game is nothing but a derivative piece of monkey excrement. Everything about your game has been ripped off from superior work. My work. There is one glaring difference between our two games, however. I have a magnificent lead character who is based off of yours truly. Whereas in your game, you have an ugly chap with a porn star mustache.
His mustache does porn?
No. Porn stars have his mustache.
Why do they have his mustache? Can't they grow their own?
Shut up, Bertram. Now let's skip ahead a bit. Blah, 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 blah. Yes. So, your game is derivative. Ugly, old-fashioned, but at least it is shorter than Peter Bloody Dinklage. Any longer, and I might have been forced to kill myself with the only thing I had to hand. A dildo. Don't ask, Bertram. Just don't ask. If you disagree with anything I have said, Anger Studio or whatever your name is, then I invite you to kiss my... And then I have drawn an arse.
Oh, that's a very realistic arse.
Thank you, Bertram. Get me a coffee, please. All of this complaining is making me thirsty.
But we don't have any coffee.
Fine, then go and get me a gin and tonic.
But we don't have any gin. Or tonic.
Blast! And what do we have?
We have this funny liquid that comes out of the tap.
Do you mean water?
Yes, that.
Then get me a glass of water.
We don't have any glasses.
Blast! Then just put it in a bowl. Let me guess. We haven't got any bowls.
Yes. How did you know?
Call it a lucky guess.
OCG, there's a weird noise coming from the toilet.
We've been over this before, Bertram. When the excrement leaves your body, sometimes it can cause a splash in the toilet water. Now, of course, this depends on the size of said excrement, of course.
No, not that. It sounded like a woman shouting, "Help me!"
Maybe the toilet is haunted.
Oh, don't say that.
Keep quiet, Bertram. I am trying to play a game here. Tell me, how long have you been here? Well?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were talking to me.
I'm not talking to you, Bertram. I'm talking to this brick wall over here.
Oh,
Speak, brick wall, speak! He's not very talkative today.
do you often have conversations with the brick wall?
Oh, yes, yes. We talk about everything from quantum physics to the latest episode of South Park.
Oh, wow. Excuse me a moment. Hello? Dr. Baxter? Bertram here. I think OCG has lost it. He's talking to a brick wall.
Who are you talking to, Bertram?
The toaster?
Well, you tell that bastard that he owes me money.
Will do. Please come quickly, Doctor.
damn brick wall. I haven't met a worse conversationalist since my third wife.
She was hard to have a conversation with.
Bloody impossible. I eventually gave up and flushed her down the toilet.
Oh, that's what the noise is.
Oh, yes. She must be lodged in a pipe.
Why did you want to flush her down the toilet in the first place?
Well, she stole the last wagon wheel.
Isn't that a little extreme?
You know how much I love wagon wheels, Bertram.
True.
You know, this game came out just before my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
But it's a little late now, Bertram.
Oh, did you do anything nice for it?
As far as I can remember, I took an overdose of pizza, birthday cake, red wine, and binge-watched every single video on our channel. Ha! I am bloody hilarious, Bertram. Did you know that?
I did. Please note, OCG is a fictional character. Any resemblance to persons alive, dead, or undead is purely coincidental.
So, my psychiatrist has told me I need to engage more with you commoners. So, please tell me down below. What do you think of this game? Like it? Love it? Want to crawl into bed and make passionate love to it? Dear viewers, thank you for tolerating, loving this live stream. It's great to have each and every single one of you here to stroke my ego. Now, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button and then share this video. Go on, do it. Do it. No, don't go and get a coffee. Get back here. Yes, you. I can see you going to get a coffee in the middle of this live stream. Did I say you could go and get a coffee? No, I did not. Get back here. Right. Now hit the subscribe thing. Yes, there you go. Now like the video. Well done. Gold star for you. Right, let's get back to the live stream, shall we? Right, let's do something meaningful during this live stream. Let's try to educate you bastards, shall we? Lesson number 1. How to succeed on YouTube without even trying. So I see you sitting at home. You've just downed your 25th beer of the day, or you pulled your trousers back up because you're finished masturbating or whatever, and you've got an idea in your head. You want to start a YouTube channel. Well, I'm here to tell you how you can be a success on YouTube without even trying. Number 1, if you're a girl. That's all I need to say about that. Number 2, if you're an attractive girl. That's all I have to say about that. Number 3, if you're an attractive girl who just so happens to be an ex-porn star. That's all I'm going to say about that. Number 4, if you're an attractive girl who just so happens to be a porn star who still does pornography from time to time, or has an OnlyFans, or is a cam girl when she's not streaming on YouTube. That's all I have to say about that. Number 5, if you're a boy who used to do pornography and is fairly attractive. Number 6, if you're a lovable idiot. And by lovable idiot, what do I mean by that? Well, I mean someone who might stream horror games and might react very, very over the top, but you might say to yourself, oh, they're annoying as all hell, but boy are they cute. That kind of lovable idiot. Now, I promised myself I wasn't going to name any particular channels in this video, and I'm not going to. You can make up your own mind to who I'm talking about in each of these reasons on how you can be a success on YouTube. What number were we at? I've completely forgotten now. Oh, who cares? Let's abandon the numbers and just give the bloody reasons. You can also expect to succeed on YouTube if you stream garbage like Fortnite, Call of Duty Online, and if you happen to be particularly good at either of those garbage games. You can also expect to be a success if you, oh I don't know, get caught masturbating in a live stream, constantly beg for money in your live streams, constantly tell people how much of a victim you are, constantly bitch about how unengaged people are in your streams when you've gone to all the trouble of purchasing a particular game to play for their behalf. And yes, all those reasons I just said there did relate to one particular person. You can also expect to be a success if you agree what every other bloody YouTuber says. For example, a big video game comes out. Universally, it seems to be not liked very much. So every single one of the big popular YouTubers jumps on the bloody bandwagon, and they all have to agree with each other. You're willing to do that, then you might just so be a success on YouTube. Oh, and I should have said at the start of this video, I am a gaming YouTuber. So most of these things I'm talking about relate to gaming YouTubers, but a few of them are probably applicable to, I don't know, people who review movies, that kind of malarkey. You can also expect to be a success on YouTube if you get a sponsorship from some bullshit company that sells energy powder or makeup or a VPN or makes its own custom-made sex dolls or whatever. You can also expect to be a success on YouTube if you have your tongue planted firmly up Bethesda's arse. Or From Software's arse, or CD Projekt Red's arse, or Capcom's arse. You can also expect to be a success on YouTube if you talk constantly about PC fucking specifications when you're reviewing a particular game, especially if you refer to crap like frame rate and anti-aliasing and ray tracing and all that other garbage. You can also expect to be a successful gaming YouTuber if you spend most of your video explaining the bloody mechanics as opposed to whether you actually enjoyed the game or not. You can also expect to be a successful YouTuber if you've been on the platform for longer than Tom fucking Holland has been alive. You can also expect to be a successful YouTuber if you list any of the following games as your quote-unquote favorite game of all time. Skyrim, Fallout 4, The Witcher 3, Silent Hill 2, Arkham City, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I could say others, but those are the main ones that are coming to mind at the moment. Now, this reason probably goes back to the first couple that I said, the first couple of reasons that are probably going to get me the most amount of hate on this video. Well, we might as well continue this hate train. If you're a kind of dickhead who likes to shout into his webcam, you'll probably be successful on YouTube. If you're the kind of dickhead who not only shouts into his webcam, but has two other people that agree with your opinion, and you now all review movies together, you're probably going to be one of the most successful people on YouTube. Reason number 125. If you're a girl, Yes, I know it was the very first reason I gave back at the start of the video, but it's a fucking fact. So I've given you a lot of reasons for how you can be a successful YouTuber. Let me give you now a couple of other reasons on how you cannot be a successful YouTuber. You can be my channel, which is fronted by probably one of, if not the funniest people on YouTube. It has content coming out of the wazoo. There's a live stream every single bloody day. The channel actually exists to entertain you as opposed to just bombard you with facts about video games. You'll get an actual opinion on this channel that's not affected by whether the publisher invited you to their studios and made you play the game for 3 days.
We're getting close.
While they
We're
keep you
almost through
sweet
this
by
place.
throwing sushi and call girls at you every 5 minutes. If you have an actual niche that most other YouTube channels do not have. If you have
must be
something
careful.
unique to offer. That way, you will not succeed on YouTube. So if you'll excuse me, ladies and gents, I'm going to get back to not succeeding on YouTube.
Okay, Bertram. Number 4 on the list of all things that Japanese video games must contain. Number 4 is female characters with heaving bosoms. And you might be asking yourself, but why? Why must a Japanese video game feature such characters? And it's quite simple. For longevity of the game. You see, the average game may only take you a couple of hours to finish. But if you throw a couple of female characters into your game, particularly the ones with heaving bosoms, then lonely gamers, such as myself, whenever these characters appear on the screen, will pause the video game to indulge in a little self-love. If you catch my meaning. And that's a good thing for the longevity of the... Oh, shit.
Do you play this game online, OCG?
I have absolutely no desire to play online, Bertram. Frankly, I'd rather put my penis in a very sharp cheese grater.
Why, OCG?
Only homicidal maniacs, or children, or homicidal maniac children play games online, Bertram.
Oh, what a dangerous world we live in.
Another of those.
What? Just the other day, a child called me a see you next Tuesday.
Oh, what an odd insult. Was he on drugs?
Probably, but you don't understand. He called me a C-U-N.
Oh, I get it. Well, you are.
What did you say?
Nothing. Does this game have zombies in it?
No, Bertram. It has 1,000 bloody ballet dancers doing the splits while singing The Winner Takes It All. You can see, can't you? So you should be able to tell if this game has zombies in it or not.
And I was bitten on the pee-pee by a zombie once.
I know I'm going to regret asking this question, but, how did a zombie bite you on the pee-pee, Bertram?
And I think it was a zombie prostitute.
Ah, well, that makes perfect sense. We've all been there.
Oh, did a zombie prostitute bite your pee-pee?
No. She stole my wallet and then flushed my trousers down the toilet.
Oh, I see.
Speaking of prostitutes, I visited a dominatrix once. Wasn't a lot of foreplay or intercourse. And can you believe she didn't even have any biscuits?
Oh, bitch.
I was a guest in her brothel, And I wasn't even offered so much as a glass of milk or a digestive. Well, that will be the last time I'll be visiting her.
Because she was so inhospitable?
You will not.
No. Because a grand piano crashed through her ceiling last week, killing her.
Oh!
I'm afraid time has come, Bertram. It's time to tell the good people of Britain why I wear these sunglasses. And sadly, the truth is I wear these sunglasses because I am blind. No, not really. The actual reason I wear these sunglasses is because I have lasers inside my eyes. And should I remove these sunglasses, you would be destroyed with said lasers.
Really?
No, not really. Splatterhouse indeed. I tell you, Bertram, if you want to see what an actual splatterhouse looks like, you only have to come round to my parents' house at Christmas. I've never seen such a bloodbath. Year after year, inevitably some relative of mine gets drunk, and another relative will take them out with a turkey baster. I don't think I've actually told you, Bertram, but my great aunt Delilah circumcised my great Uncle Humphrey with only a wooden spoon. Yes, remarkable. Who knew you could circumcise someone with
I hope the actors in this game were paid a lot of money.
No, I don't think so. Some of the actors in this game are women, Bertram. Women don't get paid, do they? Well, not unless they are women of ill repute, shall we say.
Please note, OCG nor anyone at Obsessive Compulsive Gaming actually believes that statement to be true.
Well, mostly. Don't get me wrong, Bertram. I love women. I've married 4 of the bloody things. I mean, people.
Are you alright?
People. But frankly, I don't trust them.
Why?
Well, you remember that time I holidayed on Coney Island?
Oh, yeah! Isn't that when you were bit by a
close we get
bearded
out here?
lady?
Once we get out
Yes, quite.
Out of here.
Thank the Lord I hate children.
Keep doing that.
Because I won't be having any time soon.
Oh, yeah! She bit you on the,
Oh, crap!
thingy!
Don't remind me. Every time I urinate, the toilet looks like that bloody elevator from The Shining.
Oh, yuck!
Quite. So, dear viewer, if you feel sorry for me and my, problems downstairs, feel free to send me a cash donation or just subscribe to the channel. Do it. Do it right now, or I'll send a panther to your house. And not a nice panther, but a feral, pissed off panther. Did you know, Bertram, that my wife volunteered to be a human pincushion once?
Volunteered?
Well, volunteered, forced to do it, whatever. Do you know it took 5 million pins to cover her incredibly large head? I won't tell you how many it took to cover her incredibly large stomach. Let's just say it was a lot. You know, Bertram, that woman has a problem with...
OCG.
Yes?
I was watching a film earlier, and someone said his brother was inbred. What does inbred mean?
Well, Bertram, tell me, do you kiss your mother on the lips?
Yes.
Then you, sir, are inbred. Just like yeast. Sorry. That was a baking joke.
I don't get it.
Well, because bread contains yeast, therefore yeast is in bread. You know, in bread. Never mind. You know, this is just what I need on a day like today. Gaming
Get out through there.
never fails to make me
Reach the
smile.
other side of the hills.
Would you like to tell me about it?
For a while.
Yes, Bertram. When I play video games, my mouth moves in this very uncomfortable shape.
Elika, go!
No,
Get out
I
of here.
meant, would you like to tell me about your day?
Ah, I see. I knew that. Well, firstly, my doctor cancelled my annual colon examination. You know how much I look forward to that.
Indeed.
And then secondly, I managed to crash the car into some idiot's house.
What idiot's house?
Ours.
Oh,
In my defense, I forgot to put on my glasses.
oh, that's the second time you've crashed in a month.
Well, that last crash doesn't count.
You were driving the wrong way on a one-way street.
Well, I saw no sign.
Yes, because you forgot to put your glasses on that day as well.
Oh, details, details.
You're going to kill someone one day. You're going to kill someone else one day.
Well, let's just continue with the gaming before I suffer an aneurysm.
Oh, wouldn't that be a shame?
What was that?
Nothing.
By Jove,
By Jove?
I just found a Bakewell tart in my underpants.
Oh, can I have some?
No.
Oh, OCG, did you know that I went to a water park once? I say water park, but what I really mean is, I took a bath once.
Oh, fascinating.
Are you being sarcastic?
Good Lord, no.
You are being sarcastic.
No, I'm not.
Now you're being argumentative.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Let's just move on before people start throwing fruit at us and booing.
I got smacked in the face with a banana once.
Oh, God, I hope that's not a euphemism.
What's a euphemism?
It's a country.
Oh, really?
No, not really.
What's the title of this game we're playing?
I forget. Let's just call it Nonsense and Poppycock, Bertram. Nonsense and Poppycock. I do enjoy the word poppycock. 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 Poppycock.
Are the cocks male chickens?
Yes, they are.
Oh, I like cocks.
Of course you do, Bertram. Of course you do.
Does this game have aliens in it?
No, Bertram. It has 1,000 rent boys doing handstands.
Oh, really?
No, not really. Pay bloody attention, and you'll know if this game has aliens in it or not.
Speaking of aliens, what do you think is the better film? Alien or Aliens?
Event Horizon.
That's not one of the Alien movies.
No, it's not, Bertram. It's better.
Oh! I actually quite enjoy Alien Resurrection.
And that's why no one likes you, Bertram.
That's not true. Your mother adores me.
Ah, so she does. I forgot that bitch was still alive.
That's not very nice.
Don't act so shocked, Bertram. You know that I hate my family.
I thought you liked your Uncle Roderick.
What? The man who ate his own children and set fire to 6 churches in England. He's okay, I suppose. Did I ever tell you that he has an insect fetish?
Fetish? Is that the name for people who like killing insects?
No. It's the name for people who like having sex with insects.
Is that a thing?
Oh, yes. It's very common. When I was 14, I walked in on my father having sex with a grasshopper. I've not been the same since.
Oh my!
Remind me when we finish this, Bertram, to berate my wife about the quality of her pancakes.
What's wrong with her pancakes?
The question is, what's right about her pancakes? Like her breasts, they are much too flat for my liking.
Don't play fair, do
I saw a frog once with massive breasts.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
I thought so.
Though I have had a toad in the hole once.
Bertram, I've told you before, I have no desire to hear about what you do and do not put up your backside.
But...
No, Bertram, I will hear no more about it.
But...
I like inserting foreign objects into my backside as much as the next chap, but you don't see me running around telling everyone about it, do you?
But...
No, Bertram, we're moving on. Oh, that reminds me. We need to play Battletoads again. Maybe we'll stream the whole bloody thing.
have to get away!
Did you know, Bertram, that the original Battletoads is the reason I don't have grandparents anymore?
Oh? Were they so addicted to the game that they ignored you, and thus you decided to never speak to them again?
No. The original game frustrated me so much that I decided to murder the first 2 people I saw after smashing my controller against the wall. Now, sadly, my grandparents were babysitting me that day.
Oh my! So you murdered them?
Well, I wouldn't put it so graphically, Bertram. Let's just say I tore off their heads with my bare hands and then proceeded to sharp said heads up their own backsides.
Oh my!
Yes, quite.
Isn't there a remake of Battletoads on the Xbox?
How dare you say that name in front of the PlayStation 5? No, now you made him cry. Apologize, Bertram.
Sorry?
Good man. Don't you worry, PlayStation 5. Daddy will play with your slots when this playthrough is done.
You're a very strange man.
Oh, haha, I know. By the way, did you record last night's EastEnders for me, Bertram?
Affirmative. I also recorded that naughty movie. What was it called again?
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I do not, and never will, watch naughty movies. But I do believe it was called Horny Horatio, the Well-Hung Highwayman. Moving on. Did I ever tell you, Bertram, that my father was a serial killer? So, I actually grew up in a real murder house.
Oh, that can't be pleasant.
Quite. I found a decapitated head under my bed once.
Oh my!
No, not an eye, a head. A head.
I said, oh my.
Ah. Well, there was body parts, blood, and guts all over our kitchen. So cooking was an absolute nightmare. Gave a whole new meaning to the term finger food.
Together.
Bertram, I have just noticed this, but
I think we're clear.
why are you not wearing any trousers?
Armin was too strong.
Or underpants, for that
Because he's
matter?
growing stronger doesn't mean
If I
Well,
couldn't stop
my
him now, how
pee-pee
could I
was
ever
warm.
want to? Armin is free, and he will only grow
Did
more
you
powerful.
stand a little too close to the oven again?
we have to get out of
Yes.
here. If we cross the
I
desert,
see.
there's a city 2-3 days
I
from
meant to ask
Or
you,
there's a
OCG,
port. It's further, but we
but I
could
was
cross the sea,
walking
find
past the
somewhere further
bathroom
away.
this
Go
morning,
where you
and
want.
I thought I could see you
Mom's
taking a
watching.
selfie on the
Ellica,
toilet.
We can't do this alone.
Well spotted, Bertram.
know.
I was indeed taking a picture of myself on the toilet.
Ellica!
That's weird.
Not at all, Bertram. I document all of my trips to the toilet.
That's very weird.
Well, I thought everyone did that. My father did that. For 95 years, he documented every single trip he made to the toilet. I have a whole shelf of photo albums containing nothing but pictures of father's excursions to the bathroom. They are fascinating.
I think we need to get you to a psychiatrist as soon as possible.
There's nothing wrong with me, Bertram. Oh, by the way, tell that pink elephant over there to stop jumping up and down like that. It's most distracting.
Oh no, he's lost it.
Quite. Moving on, do you know, Bertram, that I consider myself to be something of a medium?
What is a medium?
Well, it means that you can speak to the dead. So, for example, your mother has just at this very moment told me to tell you that you smell of dick cheese.
But my mother isn't dead.
Oh, damn it. Did I forget to tell you about that? Silly me. Ha ha ha.
How did she die?
Well, I forget the details. Something about a bear in heat, sexual assault, and your mother being found in 1,112 pieces.
Oh no, Mommy!
You can mourn later, Bertram. We have a game to finish playing.
Oh, I don't think I can. I'm struggling just to sit here.
You're struggling to sit here? Is it because I insist that you sit in an electric chair?
No. It's because I am struggling with my sexuality.
Oh. I don't really know what to say to that, Bertram.
Ha ha! April Fools!
What? April Fools? It's not April, you imbecile!
Oh yeah! So, what is this game about?
Well, we play as a random teenage girl who, struggling to come to terms with the death of her brother, becomes a prostitute / serial killer and goes on a rampage in a small mining town.
Is that really what this game is about?
More or less.
More or less meaning?
No, that is not what this game is about.
Oh, so what is this game about?
Well, if I told you that, there would be no point in playing the game.
Oh! So what's this game about?
I told you already, Bertram. If I reveal anything about the plot, there would be no point in playing the game.
Oh, yeah, I understand. So what's this game about? Ow! Hi-ho, it's home to where we go.
Shut up, Bertram.
I said if you told me to shut up one more time, I would kill myself.
Well, then you better get that razor ready, Bertram.
Actually, I changed my mind.
I thought you might. Can't bear the thought of leaving me, eh?
No, we just don't own any razors.
Oh, I see. Well, I have a samurai sword if you'd like to use that.
But that's sharp.
Yes. Usually helps if you're planning to kill yourself.
All the same, I'll just leave it.
Well, you let me know if you change your mind. Heaven knows I could do with some good news for a change.
Yes. What?
Ha ha! I jest. Mostly.
Is this a beat-em-up game?
Does it look like a bloody beat-em-up game, Bertram?
I like beat-em-ups. I do it at least 4 times a day.
No, you like beating off, Bertram. You do that at least 4 times a day.
Oh, yeah, so I do.
Right, just go over here. Sonic the Hedgehog, he's a little bastard. Sonic the Hedgehog, he is always plastered. Dum 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 dum.
Is that the actual lyrics?
Sadly not, Bertram. Sega said they were not child-friendly enough or some such bollocks.
OCG, what's a wet dream?
Well, it's when... how do I put this without sounding crude? So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That brings an end to tonight's sex show. I mean, live stream. Damn it, I always say that. If you enjoyed this live stream, don't forget to give me a thumbs up.
If you haven't enjoyed it, well then, feel free to give me a thumbs down. Don't forget to hit that bloody like, subscribe, bell button thingy. Feel free to share this video with everyone you know. But remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Say goodbye, Bertram.
Goodbye, Bertram!
And we are done. Right, time to get naked and reenact the ending of Thelma and Louise. Get the car, Bertram.
But don't they die at the end?
Yes. What's your point?
Oh, this is going to hurt.